Hello everyone, it is me, CL here, and I'm here with my co-hosts, H1S
Hey
and...
everybody!
Hey.
Hi!
And today, we're doing a podcast, origin podcast style, since the bar's being renovated and a disease is happening out this January. It's not even January.
I wish you had told me this sooner, but okay.
And also the fact that I had a COVID scare.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that was honestly pretty terrifying.
So we can't meet in the bar till Halloween. Till it's an official negative.
Yeah, and we're recording this one early too.
Yeah, we're doing an early recording.
We're on the ball today.
Woo!
Yeah, woohoo!
Alright.
I am gonna...
You guys sure do sound enthusiastic, but I guess it makes sense given what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah!
We got a lot of
Given what we're gonna be talking about, yes. These are content notice, everyone. If you make it past this part, then you either have some serious guts or you just want to see how messed up the world is about LGBTQ rights.
But right now, we're gonna stray away from that real quick, and I gotta ask you something that's equally as terrifying.
Yes?
Did you two know
Yes.
that 11 billion crabs went missing off Alaska?
11 billion?
11 billion
Is
crabs.
that why the crab market went kaploof?
Yes.
Holy
That's insane.
Yep.
You never hear that many, like, sea creatures going missing, especially crabs of all things. What?
I know, right?
They probably moved location.
11 billion crabs.
God, the crab market must be so terrible now, especially over in Alaska because of that. That is insane.
Uh-huh.
Well, we'll be able to see when it's crab season again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Probably for
crab
them,
season.
not. If it's a billion, then it might take a few years in their case, because that is a lot.
1 billion lobsters.
Holy shit!
Jesus Christ! Someone
No, I
pulled out their
just got an emergency notification from my police department.
Should I pause the podcast for this one?
A gay student was just arrested for having a baseball bat on school campus.
What?
Wait, why?
Yeah, why?
That seems like the most normal thing to have on a campus, to be honest.
Yeah, because don't campuses have sports? Like baseball? Like, what? That makes no sense.
It wasn't a school-provided baseball bat.
That's still dumb.
Yeah, it's still kind of weird. It's not like he was gonna go beat someone up with it.
And this legitimately just happened. And there's a threat of guns?
Huh?
What the fuck?
Wait, say that again? Did you just say they brought guns?
The phone earlier?
Threat
You kinda
of
glitched
what
there.
the heck?
Wait, I'm so confused.
I live 2 blocks over, 4 blocks above the school.
Did you just say threat of guns?
Yeah,
And
so
that's
just
why
violence on the school.
Holy
shit. That explains all the fucking helicopters.
And the police sirens
How-
we heard. Well, you heard.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does.
Because it doesn't seem like he had a gun on him. Why would
Turns
anyone
out
have a
he
gun on
did.
him?
Someone else posted online saying that they were in the school with a gun.
Jeez.
That's not good.
Definitely.
I feel like they
not.
were just... Can I tell you
I think
something
they were
hilarious?
targeted because
Yesterday-
they're gay. Hmm?
I have
Yesterday
no
when I went to the school, I actually witnessed students getting a pat down.
Holy, they're really going for it.
Check
Yeah,
getting ID checked, getting their
seriously.
backpacks checked.
They're taking
This
this
is
extremely
America.
seriously.
Every student's afraid of school because they have to get searched.
Well, it makes sense.
So, Canada?
Nope.
No.
Nope,
You can't
never
go to
Canada.
Canada, remember?
No. You can't go to Canada. If you're too poor, like you're so poor that you're almost homeless, they can legally make you commit suicide.
Yeah, no, that's just terrible.
Yeah, we can't go to Canada, no.
Definitely not.
Not to mention they recently just decided about a huge thing.
What?
Oh boy. It's just getting worse and worse apparently.
Oh,
No matter where you
It's
go.
getting worse and worse.
oh, I got some bad news also. Some funny
What
yet
is
bad
it?
news. So you guys heard
What?
about the climate activists that destroyed an $11 million painting, right?
Oh, them!
Wasn't it that whole set?
Yeah, they threw soup or
The
something.
person that destroyed the Mona Lisa.
It wasn't the Mona
Yeah.
Lisa, it was a different painting.
No, it was. Yeah, it was a different one. I remember. I think they threw soup on it or something.
They threw some type of
Like-
tomato soup on it, and it
Yeah.
happened again. 2 different times.
Again?
It happened one more time with a different artist's painting.
Do you know who the artist was?
No. But they're like, we have to do something. Stop the oil. Oh, and and here's the thing. They did it again, 3rd time, on a wax sculpture of Prince Charles.
What does them throwing soup or them attacking a wax figure have to do with the whole oil issue? What?
And,
I don't understand.
And they did it again at a car dealership.
Jesus Christ!
Do
Yeah.
these people have nothing better to do?
Oh,
like, are they
definitely not.
Bored?
Our
They're
world may
they're
be dying,
bored.
but at least we're not wasting millions of dollars.
Trying to
There are other
prosecute people.
There are other ways to do a protest that doesn't involve damaging anything. It's ridiculous. You can do it peacefully. It's not that hard. Why does everyone go to destruction of like property or violence immediately just because they notice something that's wrong happening? Do it peacefully, people. Don't be idiots about it. You're gonna be causing people money just because of your stinking like protest.
Yep,
I say protest, but I'm putting them in air quotes.
it's stupid.
Yeah, and I'm getting my dryer ready because my alarm just went off for doing the laundry.
Alright, quick break. So, that's what happened. You know what, let's take away from the BS, and let's talk about some good things. Any good things happened to you guys since we last recorded the Cookie Cast?
Ah, yes. Gonna be going to a drag show later, so there's that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited for it. Especially since a guest star from RuPaul's Drag Race is gonna be in it. Hey!
Nice.
Awesome. And
I wish you guys could go with me. I'm so excited. What about you, Leah? Have anything exciting going on with you?
Nothing much. I think you guys already know I got a new
There we go.
laptop.
Yeah, that was that.
Yeah. And my birthday passed a while ago, so I'm now 21 years old.
Ooh, someone's now legally able to drink.
And I'm drinking a bottle of whiskey right now.
don't get drunk while we're on Cookie Cast.
Too late.
You know,
I
a
kid.
drunk cookie cast would be, I feel like, very hilarious.
You just gotta wait. Fuck! You know what? I know where it is. It's on 9 minutes. I know how to cut that out. Luckily, I'm editing it beforehand.
Oh, that was perfect.
You.
No, H1S. We're not allowed to murder.
H1S.
Stop. You can murder after the podcast.
Fine, but I'm gonna poach the rest of the day.
Acidic eye? How did you know she had an acidic eye?
I have an acidic eye. Can you match it? I believe not.
Oh, fuck you.
She did the snooty voice again, people. This is what you need to. This is what you're gonna be listening to.
No, that's not the snooty
No,
voice.
that is
This
the
is
female
the
snooty
snooty
voice.
voice.
No, you did a female snooty voice just now, and I am.
Nah, that's my female seductive voice.
That's still bad. You are going to be seducing a lot of people watching this. You need to be careful. This woman, she's a she-devil. She's a she-devil under all that. So you need to be careful, people, if you're watching. Look out. Beware.
Yeah. Oh, can I tell you something hilarious?
Boy, still.
A local costume store decided that they were going to make a Halloween costume that was, I hate the gays. Like a literal t-shirt saying, I hate the gays, but on the back of it, it says, I'm secretly gay. Don't tell the church.
Inward
Just
homophobia, gotta love it. Inward homophobia, gotta love it, man.
I thought you said N-word homophobia, like black homophobia.
No.
Like,
No.
I hate the blacks and the gays.
Nope.
And
I'm pretty sure that's just any southern man.
this is in response to the Republicans, 30 Republicans meeting to propose and successfully propose a national Don't Say Gay bill.
The fuck?
I forgot about that.
30 Republicans met last week on Friday, and they decided to propose a national Don't Say Gay bill.
Wow.
And it's going to be on the ballot.
You know, because America's full of, like, people who are kind of dumb. I know that's pretty much secret, but they are kind of dumb. They probably won't get it and are just saying, oh, wait, we're not allowed to say the word gay? Like, they would probably take it as that, because people can be that dumb about it.
A lot of people are idiots at times.
Oh, we're
I
not
admit
allowed to
that.
say
I
the word
should be an
gay?
idiot at times.
Because that's what I'm thinking. You're just not allowed to say are you not allowed to say the word? Because that's what people would probably be thinking. Because if you weren't allowed to say the word, that in itself would just be stupid.
But can I also say something else? The CDC also released a report recently that stated 1 in every 4 LGBTQ youths has attempted or successfully committed suicide.
Huh.
I don't know why the CDC is telling us that. Isn't that already common knowledge?
I wonder why.
This is an increase because within the last 2 years, there have been 300 plus anti-LGBTQ laws that have been proposed or several dozen that have been put into place. Because I guess it's just becoming a homophobic mess.
Huh.
I'm gonna have a burst of capsuses if any of those laws go through. An extreme burst.
More like I'm going to murder someone if those laws go through. Honestly.
In Kansas, you can't be gay. In Kansas, you legally cannot be gay. You can't be openly gay. You can't be secretly gay. If you're gay, you gotta move out of the state. If you're anything in the LGBTQ plus community, if you're in Kansas, you have to leave because they have a law that makes it illegal to be part of the LGBTQ plus community.
That's very hilarious because I literally went and lived in Kansas for 2 months and I did not even know or was aware of this. And so...
This was recent, though. This was a recent law put into place over the last year.
Huh.
And I didn't even find out about it until my fucking birthday.
Gotta put that on the list of places I can't go anymore.
Classes.
Kansas is one of them.
Class. This is homophobic world where it's now becoming illegal to be gay.
No, I can see.
We actually have the aliens come and kill us now. I'm kind of waiting on it. I actually want them to kill us. That's what I want.
You know it won't be the aliens come to kill us. We're gonna kill ourselves before that ever happens.
Oh,
True.
yeah, that's right.
that's
We're already
definitely
destroying the
true.
planet, so we might as well be. We are technically killing ourselves by killing the planet. God,
Yeah.
I
Not
hate
to
the fact that
mention,
that's so
if
true.
the polar ice caps keep melting, they're gonna release a whole new strain of anthrax that hasn't seen this Earth since 2000 BC.
Wow,
Oh, good.
that's wonderful.
Highly deadly. Actually,
Great.
during the Ice Age era, where it got completely frozen by the Ice Age. And during the meltdown, only the polar ice caps contain this, and the sooner everything melts in the polar ice caps, the sooner we all fucking die of anthrax.
True.
Oh, we're screwed. We're screwed. That's all I can really say at this point. We're just screwed.
We're royally fucked because this whole world is completely destroying itself, and we are the cause of it.
Nah, the whole world
Sure,
isn't
there are
destroying itself.
activists
We are
out there that are
destroying
taking
the
it to the extreme to try and bring this to attention, but still, we should not be bringing it to the extremes to try and correct what we've done as a mistake.
I
We
don't
should be
know.
work-
Again, humans somehow
stupid.
become really idiotic over the years, even more so. So
We're
I don't think we're gonna
evolutioning
be able to rectify
backwards.
the
Can I tell you guys something very stupid?
Sure.
I agree that using nuclear power would probably be a better renewable resource and more reliable renewable resource than using windmills, solar panels,
I mean,
water wheels.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the people of the world don't say we agree. A lot of it is split between people that think nuclear radiation would just seep out of each and every plant, like 3 Mile Island, or we will have another Chernobyl incident.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like we can prevent that now. Now that we have better
Yeah,
tech.
I think
No, we're still using some of the similar technology to back then.
while
have
they're working on it,
nuclear
then we won't
research.
end up doing that though. That's the
Like,
thing.
every place in the planet has been doing nuclear research if they have the resources for it. But still, for this insane bullshit to happen, we have to work forward towards it. We have to continue working to finally figure out stuff.
True, but
But a lot of people
it's not like we can do
don't
anything right now.
Yeah,
We
no,
can't-
we gotta wait until
We
people
have to
stop
wait.
being idiots. Then things might actually get fixed.
True.
Because again,
Yeah.
everyone keeps saying we gotta go one step backwards or a million step backwards to really go forward, which I know makes absolutely no sense. But unfortunately,
we are
it's the thing
going.
that happens.
We are already going several steps back because of the Abortion Act being revoked.
That is true.
Because the lawmakers are looking into revoking voters' rights in some aspects.
Okay, can I explain one thing?
Mm-hmm.
The hypocrisy of humanity. In Canada, if you're too poor, you can die. In America, you can't kill your children. Well, not children. You can't kill an unborn fetus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
I don't
America,
understand that. It's not even a full-fledged baby in the stomach. It's literally not a fetus. Like something that's not life yet.
The
And yet,
hypocrisy of
people are
man.
like, you're killing it, so it makes no sense.
You know what? This just reminds me of a lovely little song that I'm trying to remember what it goes like. I'll get back to you when I finally remember that stupid little tune.
If you do not sing it. Copyright.
Yeah, no, copyright, no singing.
I know. But I can say the title.
You know, Day,
And I'm actually
you're
looking
right.
up the title.
We should probably bring it like let's put it back to lightheartedness real quick. real quick. Just as
That's what I was saying.
let's put a little breather in the middle of this.
Yeah, let's put a little breather in this.
So,
Let's have some nice.
Markiplier's OnlyFans?
Oh my goodness! Of course, of course. You do realize he made a new thing about that. So you now technically have to pay money in order to get the OnlyFans. You have to pay to get a ticket to watch the documentary with him and his mom.
Yes, I know. I'm just waiting for someone to leak his OnlyFans when that happens.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I'd rather save my money up for like the actual OnlyFans or wait for photos of him to be leaked versus having to buy a bunch of tickets. And keep in mind, this is nothing against Mark's mom. I love his mom to death. But still, this is like she is a treasure, a godsend. But no, this is money-wise, I can't do that.
No.
The fog isn't even in yet. Why is it so fucking hazy?
I don't know what you're complaining about. The weather here for me is nice.
No, there's a bunch of smog in the air already.
Ah,
really?
Yes. Acts of poison.
Oh, Lord.
I'm so confused. Why does that sound so odd?
Because it is.
Oh, yeah. Guess what?
What?
My
What is it?
grandfather was growing a belladonna plant.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Upon the last time I went out to check the property with my aunts, I found a belladonna plant.
Well, that's interesting.
That's very.
And it was giant. Like, it was huge. I'm actually gonna look up this.
Oh my god.
plant
I need to
now.
stop. I don't know why, but you saying that is messing with my head. I need to get my mind out of the gutter. Okay.
Oh, speaking of the gutter.
No, we're not going back into it.
Alright. So, speaking of the gutter, news happened.
What?
Oh Lord, what?
No, I'm
What?
kidding. I was gonna make a dumb reference. I'm not gonna do it. I changed my mind.
Why'd you have to do that to me? You got me hyped up for nothing.
I did.
You're evil.
I know, right? It's like this is... You know what's funny? You say that I'm evil, but the next video is gonna be 3 wholesome games.
Yeah, because somehow you have a little, you got like 5% of wholesomeness in you.
Yeah.
I just found the name of this stupid plant.
Tell us.
Tell us.
They're brush cherries. They're brush cherries.
Oh.
Brush cherries?
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, but they're
Does
highly poisonous.
Please send me 20.
No. This girl is just trying to hurt herself. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you.
I'm built.
I gotta keep my eye on you.
I think I can handle it because I'm built different.
I cannot believe you just said that. That's literally the same word my brother tries to says. That he's built different. Yeah,
I'm
right.
Built different. I can handle it.
Uh-huh. Keep telling yourself that.
Oh wow, So this plant was originally part of South Wales, Australia. And it was classified as a rainforest type of tree.
Okay.
Where it could also be cultivated into a hedge.
Huh. Neat.
Huh? Weird.
Wait.
What are we waiting for?
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's what I
god. Brush cherries? Hold up. I need to check something.
Okay.
This. My aunts told me that it's
Yeah?
is brush cherry poisonous.
Why Why would she lie about that? She has no reason to.
No idea.
Holy shit! Brush
What?
cherries aren't poisonous.
So you-
They're
They're
not?
they're a pleasantly sour fruit, and also they're better eaten fresh or cooked into a jam or jelly.
H1S, can you not send me those brush cherries, please?
Can you not? You're weird. Of course you'd want those, but now I actually want some. Now that I know that they're sour. Might need some sour. Mmm.
Next time I'm out there, I'm gonna get a few. And I'm just gonna double check them because I'm looking at the information docs about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What image did you just get?
I don't.
I didn't get. What? I didn't get anything.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
X,
send
X, X,
both of
X,
you.
X, X, X.
Really? You're gonna exit out me again?
I can't look at that attachment. I'm gonna have to turn on my phone again.
Well, I can send it directly to you so you can view it on your phone.
No, I got it. Actually, yeah, please do.
It is, at least to my height, the bush's berries. I took 3 fucking photos.
Oh, that is a
Jeez.
big one.
Why do they remind me of like something I would see in a kid's cartoon, like a dragonberry or something? That's so odd.
It turns out you
Well,
have. It
some
turns out you
people
have
call
the power
bush
berries
dragon berries.
from Pac-Man. You eat.
I can double check with my aunt about this tomorrow when I get to call her.
It turns out it's the seeds that kill you, not the actual berries.
Ah!
What?
Sorry, my nose got very itchy.
You scared me.
You get scared easily, so it's fine. You guys are both scaredy cats, so this is nothing new.
No, it isn't.
Alright. Should I tell the chat, or should I tell everyone
Yeah,
that I
the
had a
chat, 'cause we're
concussion?
obviously lying.
Wait, you... Oh, okay.
Can you tell the chat?
Remember when I got crushed, when I told you guys I got crushed by shelves in chat?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we remember
You
that.
wanna tell
hell.
us?
I
Story?
got a concussion from it!
You really shouldn't be laughing about that.
I mean, it's his pain, so.
It is
No, but it's just not really funny.
laughing
At least
about
I wouldn't take it as something funny. If anything, I'd be very scared.
Laugh at the
I'm
pain.
laughing at it. I don't fucking care.
I know you don't care, but I kind of want you to care. Oh my god. Okay. My nose has just been irritating the crap out of me lately. This is not fun. This is just not fun at all.
And also, can I get you guys' input on a certain Cyberpunk 77?
I'm sorry, what?
Cyberpunk.
Oh boy, do I really want to get into... What do I really want to get into the whole cyberpunk thing? Do I or do I not? That is the question.
No,
You do not.
you don't want to get into the fact that they allow you to make a super crazy cool gender fluid character or
No.
transgender
Hey,
character.
hey! You, wait a minute. Gender fluid?
Gender fluid.
You spoke Day's password. Now they're interested.
Gimme.
Yeah, you can make a gender fluid character. You can make a transgender character. You can go absolutely wild with it.
I am going to attack you. Give me that right now.
No. You ain't getting your hands on me.
Who says I need to get my hands on you physically? I know my ways.
I'm screwed. They also apparently have a bunch of pride flags hidden around the maps.
That's cool.
Yeah. And
You
in the
already
anime,
had me at that. You.
in the anime, which thank you Netflix for the surprise, they've actually hidden a bunch of Easter eggs relating to that. In each scene, you
now.
see some semblance of a pride flag.
Huh. Nice.
Interesting.
The most common
My
one.
interest has been piqued.
The most common one.
H1S, I love you, and when I see you, I'm gonna give you a big fat smooch.
Why is it I'm already clenching with fear?
Because I'm already outside your house.
Oh, fuck!
Hi. Now, where's my ending?
You said the name! You said the name! Dang it! Now, okay, 31.
God!
You.
I was so unconsciously thinking about it. I am sorry. It has become a habit.
What's H1S?
We know it's H1S. It's just out of habit.
Stop giving me more work.
You said it first. Why are you getting mad at
That was
me?
an accident.
So what I said. I said it on accident too. So why are you getting mad at me? I said it on accident. You're getting mad at me.
Of a lecture.
Leah, I'm gonna slap you because you got a lot of nerve saying you did it on accident when so did I. What the heck? Why am I getting?
Yeah, but I normally did it just to mess with you.
You have way too much fun doing that. You realize that, right?
I mess with all my friends.
You suck.
Whether it be you, H1S, Solid Guy.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so back to other news. Did you guys hear that they're reconsidering a lot of the employment laws revolving the LGBTQ plus community?
Is that a good thing or a bad
No. Yeah, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I think there needs to be clarification here.
It's a bit of a bad thing.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell us.
Yeah. So, thank you to the person that keeps tagging me and stuff on Twitter.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, thank you. Whatever your name is.
Yeah, thank you, you lovely saint, for bringing me all this interesting bits of news. So, they decided to review and restructure the laws revolving employment as an LGBTQ plus person. But a lot of those laws are entangled with equal employment rights for women.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
They're restructuring it, and it's the Republicans vote forcing the hands for the restructure of it.
What the heck?
Why?
Yeah.
I have no clue why.
I don't have any words. It's... What's the point?
I don't get it either.
I also don't.
It's like It's like a bunch of adults with the mentality of a child, like, oh, there's this thing I could mess up. Get rid of.
No. These are adults with the mental capacity of adults from the 1800s.
Oh, no, don't start me there, please. Do not start my ass there.
What, the 1800s?
Too late.
Sorry, once.
There is so much I could go through with this bullshit. Legitimately, over half of Congress decides, you know what, let's go back to the 1800s and imagine what the world would be like if we were still in that era. And they're bringing it back right now by destroying a lot of shit that is actually very essential for people's health and rights.
Do they not realize that what they're doing is just gonna make us die out faster?
Nope.
Yeah.
Like, how can you be this stupid to not realize that you doing this is just not working in your favor? This is just gonna make people hate you.
Let me reiterate what some of your parents, not ours probably, but some might say. Oh, well, we didn't have all these fancy insert thing here. We had to do insert thing here. And we liked it.
So?
Just because you were born with all this fancy stuff doesn't mean you're entitled to it.
We had books, we had paper, we had pencils, we had board games.
If we wanted some gay sex, we would do it behind the urinals like we usually do.
What?
That one was
just
funny.
Oh my god, I hate the fact that was funny. But seriously, they need to get with the times. Like, we're not... It's not that time anymore. Each new thing that is created doesn't last forever. It changes. And that's what makes us move forward in life and lead. And everyone keeps going on about that whole, you know, the perfect utopia, like the place where there's no issues, no problems. It doesn't exist ever, and more than likely never will.
Yeah.
But that perfect utopia was just a figment of imagination somebody created many years ago during a whole issue of strife.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, a lot of us were actually trying to get to something at least similar to that, where there was peace to an extent, but we're not even near that. And with all these steps backwards, we're not gonna get to that peace. We're just gonna pretty much die out like the dinosaurs did, but just faster.
You know, when
hey guys,
when the old people
guess what bullshit popped up on my feed?
Tell us.
What?
Remember what the Supreme Court judges were saying that they were gonna look into?
Please.
For this
Kind of?
They're reviewing gay marriage laws. They're reviewing and looking into the Loving Act, the act that allows people to interracially marry, and also the LGBTQ Marriage Act, where it allows gay people, lesbians, non-binaries to marry.
What?
Give me one.
They're going through.
Wait, are they
They're
trying
actually,
to get rid of it?
They're reviewing it.
So they're just gonna undo all. Where they're gonna undo everything we worked so hard for, not giving a crap about how it's gonna affect everybody.
Can I?
Great.
I'm gonna do something real quick.
We're royally screwed.
Okay, I'm gonna do something real quick. And
What are you gonna do?
I won't be able to hear you guys. So if it seems like I'm not listening, that means I don't have my earphones on. So give me 1 second.
Why do I feel like I know what she's doing?
I also feel like I.
Because I know how Leah is about
What
these topics, so
fuck?
good. I knew it. You good? Did you get your scream out?
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I'm good. I got my stream out. Did I?
Jesus
Did I
Christ.
did I scare you guys? Sorry.
Yeah, not scare per se. It's just more like I wasn't expecting it.
It's gonna be loud.
Like that. Oh yeah, I know it will be.
Oh, we heard it.
Believe me, I
Yeah.
wish I could scream right now, but because there's because my mother is home, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, sorry. You know. Actually, I'm actually glad I got this new laptop. It's running at a smooth 30 frames.
Yeah.
That is actually pretty good, especially for a laptop. Jeez.
Yeah, my CPU is
Laptops
at
these days, I feel like I've
8.7,
gotten
It's
wonky.
now at 7.9%. Usually it would be higher than this, but yeah, it's actually running pretty smooth.
Missouri has banned gay marriage.
I'll be right
I'm sorry,
back.
what? Oh,
No, I'm not gonna scream.
Wait
again.
for
I'm
it.
just kidding.
okay. I was about to say because I was like, I'm gonna have to hold something and wait for it.
Yeah.
Missouri is banning gay marriage. I just found something in a bunch of my news articles that talks about a whole act that they're trying to pass in Missouri that bans gay marriage.
Okay, can't go over there anymore. Even though I've never been there, can't go there now.
No.
Yeah, and Texas is getting even worse.
I wasn't even planning on going to Texas, so I don't care what they do.
But oh yeah, Cookie Monsters. I mean, do you think they'll know
You
what I'm
can
talking
call them
about?
Cookie.
You think
You
they'll
can
know what
call
I'm
them
talking about?
Yeah,
You think they'll know what I'm
yeah,
talking?
you can call.
All right.
Cookie Monster saying what?
All right. Do you think? Good thing he doesn't live there in Texas anymore.
Yeah, good thing Cookie Monster moved out of Texas.
Glad you mentioned that, because I would have been very concerned if he was still over there.
And
Me
Actually, there is one person I'm actually concerned about, and they don't live in Texas. They live somewhere else.
we'll talk about
And
it
you know who
after
this
the
person-
podcast.
Okay, just letting you know.
Yeah.
They live in that area,
I
so
get
I'm
it.
paranoid.
I get it. We'll talk about it after the podcast. It's fine.
Mhm. I'm just gonna be left worried. That's gonna stress me out. God dang it.
Okay.
I sure do love
Good
this shit.
news. Some fine news. Something to ease our minds. It's another break time.
Okay, we'll take like a 5-minute break and maybe someone can something in mind.
All right.
To make
we're
it
pausing the
easier.
recording now. We're back.
So, we all know that famous line, and my dog got stung by a bee from Amber
Oh.
Heard.
Miss Poop on Bed Lady.
Oh, yeah.
She
That
is
person.
being sued for sexual harassment.
Who's
Really?
suing her? Who's suing her?
Please tell me. Who's suing her? Tell me.
Please do.
It's one of Johnny Depp's assistants, like one of Johnny Depp's female assistants,
Ooh.
is suing her for sexual
Yes.
harassment.
Sexual harassment, you say?
Dang,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a big case then.
And-
Jeez.
Amber Heard, isn't Amber Heard out as bisexual?
No, I don't think
As
so.
far as I don't think so, no. And if she is, I wouldn't care because it's like that's not gonna get any sympathy from me.
I
You'll
know,
get no
it's not going to get
sympathy from
any
me.
sympathy from me as well. But I'm dying of laughter because she's bringing shame to my community.
She really is trying to use the whole "oh, I'm bi" as a "let me get out of trouble" card. Hate people like that, man.
Yes. And how about I tell you guys an interesting scam call I had?
Yeah, she is bisexual.
Oh
Yep.
my god. I call BS on that one.
And by the way, 8-1s, you're not the only one part of the bi community.
I know.
Well, I mean, in this podcast.
I know.
Are you guys trying to outdo each other regarding the bi thing? Because if you are, don't bring me into this. The only pansexual who's here.
Don't Don't worry, we're not. That's for another video.
That's another video. That's a complete other video.
Yeah, you two have that war while I sit over here and sip tea like a weirdo.
And eat some popcorn.
Yeah, let me just tell the news while you guys are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
How would that even work anyways?
What do you mean?
How would we even have a battle about who's the most bi?
That is a good question.
How much more bi can someone be when they have legitimately several dozen different items that are legit bisexual related?
That is so true. How the heck can you? I can't answer
I'm
that question.
just staring at my bisexual candle right now, going, how much more bisexual can I be? Because I have my flag hanging in a window now.
Hey, you're not the only one who's swaying their flag everywhere. I finally have my pants on.
My house is a legit nightmare for Karens.
Flag. I'm probably gonna hang it right where I sleep, like in the wall place on where I sleep, but I'm gonna have to wait for that.
You and I think alike, because that's literally where I put my pan flag, literally right where I sleep.
We're the same person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Leah and Day being the same person, now confirmed!
We are one.
No, I mean, no, not confirmed yet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that whole entire bullshit that happened at the crematorium.
The crematorium.
What a name, the crematorium.
It's the place where you go to pick up, it's the place where you send a body to be cremated.
I know, but it's just an odd, now that I think about it, it just sounds like an odd name for it. I don't know why.
Well, guess what? All of the paperwork that that the place had about my mom's ashes, her body, her pickup, all of it
Are you sure you want to
said
talk about this on the podcast?
June.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure about this because this is serious.
Oh, okay.
This is a serious issue.
Okay.
For our serious
All of the paperwork had my mother's roommate's name on it with my mom's last name.
What? Why?
Yeah, wait, why? Huh?
I have no idea how the fuck the nursing home started calling my mom June in the first place.
That's
weird.
It's really weird.
Yeah, and couple that with the serious, mysterious, sudden death of my mom, I am back to being highly sus about them.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
And it's honestly kind of giving me this really unnerving feeling now. That something about your mom's pantsing is just off.
Okay, so to recap everyone that's probably listening to the podcast now, my mother passed away in start of August. According to the nursing home facility she was at after she had a stroke and was out of the hospital. I can't take care of my mother because, one, I was at 18 at the time, and in California, you have to be 21 and with a nursing education to be able to have someone in your care. And two, with some of my mental health issues, I probably wouldn't be able to fully care for my mom on my own. So we had to send her to a nursing home facility, which is where she was going to go anyway for physical therapy. For a month and a half, they were neglecting my mother, mistreating her, and they legit drew blood out of an arm that had a heparin IV in it, which would have seriously altered any form of test with a blood test. we brought it to their attention about them neglecting my mom and everything. And they said they were getting on it. They're going to do everything they can and to make sure that my mom gets better treatment and everything. So we left it alone. And I highly regret not pushing my aunts to help me file a case with a law firm that does free investigations, free representation for people that have mistreated family members inside of a nursing facility.
Yeah.
On the day of my mom's birthday, they called one of my aunts, neglecting to call my other aunt, and they said my mom got suddenly violently ill, and so we couldn't go visit my mom on her birthday. So I decided to save the cupcake that we got to have with my mom, and I also saved a yogurt that we were going to give my mom, because I was hoping within a week we would be able to go see her. Found out the next day in the afternoon my mom had passed. The circumstances around my mother's death are seriously weird, because the nursing home told the cremation facility that her name is June Tholog, not Jane Tholog.
That is weird.
Yeah, that's really
So weird.
Yeah, they really shouldn't be allowed to do that, period.
And my mom's remains, I don't know if my aunts went and confirmed if the body was definitely my mother or not.
Oh, jeez.
That's what makes it even more scary.
Which is why I'm highly scared. Heard that there's probably a giant mistaken identity now.
Probably is.
That or something definitely deeper is going on. And I keep getting advertisement calls from law firms that deal with neglect, death of a family member inside of a nursing home facility. And recently, when I looked up the nursing facility my mom was in, they have several dozen neglect cases against them just this month.
So basically, anything
What?
could have happened.
Yeah.
Basically, anything could have happened.
That, oh my god, I hate to think what possibly
And
could have happened.
And just based off of the symptoms that they said my mom had, violently throwing up, having hives, I have a bad feeling that they accidentally gave her some form of melon. Because my mom was deathly allergic to melon.
I hope that they
Yeah, I honestly
And
hope
we told
they
them
did not do that.
And we also told them that raw cucumber was a huge no-go for my mom. Because it has a similar molecular structure to watermelon.
I wonder what they were doing at that hospital then.
That's what I want to know.
I wonder
Like,
what they
how
were
can
doing as well,
you-
because they neglected my mother to the point where she was getting scales on her skin with dead skin cells,
Jeez.
and her hair was completely matted. Now, I've told you this story millions of times. My mom adored her hair, and she adores long hair. And it's why I have the compromise with my hair of keeping the top long and the sides short.
Mhm.
So, this seriously threw me for a loop, hearing those symptoms. And I know it's a very, very far late thing now to be remembering those symptoms and be remembering that it's similar to the allergic reaction symptoms of someone going into anaphylactic shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever you keep talking about it, I have no words because just the whole situation just sounds so shady.
It does.
It sounds so shady and it sounds so freakish. But I have my mom's ashes. I have her box with her nameplate, and it's completely spelled correctly. The only issue is with all of the paperwork.
Yeah,
They kept her name as June on the paperwork. And they never found my mom's social security number because they looked for June Tholog. They couldn't find anything relating to my mom. And guess what? The bastard that married my mom and never divorced her,
Yeah.
he died of a heart attack 4 years ago.
Jeez.
Don't feel bad that he died. Whatever.
It's his slice of karma.
Yep.
You know, this is a dark way to end this.
Yeah, a very dark way. I didn't really say much because I feel like there's a
I
deeper
just
thing to
remember
this
the
story,
punch.
so I didn't want to get fully into it until later.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something else that's equally crazy?
Sure.
Mhm.
The place that my mom was placed in was extremely homophobic.
That's okay.
So just adding a layer of terrible on top of the already giant sundae of terrible.
Yeah.
That place is not what it says it is. Like it's shadowing under it being a nursing home, but it's not. And that's what's scaring me.
What I noticed about most of the residents, every time I visited with my aunts, I never pointed it out to them because I thought I was just seeing shit. But half of the residents didn't look like they were being fully cared for.
So basically, the whole place was shit at its job.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Very much. It's very shit.
Not to mention, when we were supposed to visit mom for her birthday, a week before, at least 3 days before, when my other aunt went and visited, they said that the institution's going to be going into lockdown.
Of course.
They didn't give us any form of notice until my aunt was about to leave the facility.
Who runs that place?
Yeah, that's what I want to
giant
know.
fucking corporation that makes millions upon millions off of this.
Of course.
That corporation has had several dozen cases within the last year acquitted outside of court
You know what?
because there wasn't quote unquote enough evidence.
Quote unquote
because-
enough evidence. Why don't you walk into that building and see all the patients that look clearly neglected and tell me that there's not a lot of evidence? I want you to look me straight in the fucking eyes!
They don't fucking allow you to take any form of photos, video. They don't let you even have a call inside the facility.
Why?
Because
Don't,
doing
aren't you
that
supposed to be
will show you
allowed
how
that?
illegitimate the building actually is.
Yeah,
And they can get away with
get
it since they're possibly government funded.
that's just it. They are government funded.
Stupid.
Which makes it a little bit worse.
Yeah, it makes it so much worse. I don't like that at all. That
Yeah,
really makes me upset.
yeah.
And that's
But
how they
in
can get away
good
with
news-
with barely doing their... Oh, no, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead and vent. I will save the good news for after you're done venting.
Yeah. And of course they didn't let you take it. Otherwise, how else will they get away with treating your loved ones, who you probably paid money for, to be taken care of?
Mm-hmm.
How are they supposed to be able to trust these places, though? Just
Yeah. Good
so
news
upsetting.
on the other end.
Mm-hmm.
I just found out that the sicko sociopathics that have been going crazy as serial killers in the Bay Area
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
have faces now, and they're wanted.
Oh, that's good. Finally.
Yeah, finally. Thank you.
And you know what? That's how we're ending it. Sociopath 7. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We have been recording for an hour and let's say a minute, and I hope you enjoy. Would you guys like to say anything?
Fuck the world!
Yeah, and also just don't. If something seems shady about a nursing home, don't put your grandparents in there or parents or anything, please. Just don't.
This is
Already
probably
not
the
planning
most
on doing that with my
serious-
own grandmother, so you just don't do it.
This is the
Just
most serious
double
thing
check
I've ever
everything
done.
About the facility.
Yeah.
Everything.
And this goes out to all the dysfunctional nursing facilities. If you lie directly
Fuck
in my
you.
face, I will!